pocket. This is bloody needed. I have just had to endure an hour and a half of shit. And that shit is known as the Star Wars Holiday Special. Where do I begin? This special was only shown once, and after watching 5 minutes of it, you can tell why it was only showed once. The amount of acid that was... The amount of acid that must have been taken in making this, who knows? But whatever they were going through making this special, one, I want, and two, it should never be anywhere near Star Wars. Not only did they get the original cast of Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, Harrison Ford, this is why it's pissed me off, Kenny Baker, Peter Mayhew, Anthony Daniels, along with James Earl Jones voiced Darth Vader. Not only are they only in it for a brief few minutes, we're watching Wookiees. An hour and a half of Wookiees, that's all we're hearing. An hour and a half of it. And it's... No! There's no subtitles! None! None whatsoever! All we're hearing during the Wookiee scenes is... And it can drive me nuts! It drove me nuts! Look! Fucking... But, I digress. No, I do. It's bad. It is bad. Not only do we, like I said, we got the original cast, we got guest stars in Star Wars. We got B. Arthur, Harvey Korman, Jefferson and the Starships. Oh, why are they in Star Wars? Maybe because the word Starship is in their band title and are corny. What these have to do with Star Wars, I don't know. Maybe apart from the word Starships, that's about it. But their scenes are literally like that. We see the Wookiees for 5 minutes and then suddenly, oh, let's jingle something for the audience. Let's take their attention off something. That's all it is! We get a cooking channel partway through the series and it's just like, why did we need this? What is it for? Oh, it's trying to get a laugh at home. No, it's not. It's torture. The amount of stirs and whips I hear in this scene is unbelievable. And it's annoying. The only decent part of this special is Tatooine. It's the only part where I may have felt some slight emotion during this. It's when B. Arthur's cantina is closed down by the Empire. Don't know why they're closing it down, they just decide to close it down. But it's the only good part of it. Mainly because the rest is shite. But you basically you're trying to paint a turd gold, cover it with diamonds. At the end of the day, it's still going to be a piece of shit. But it tries very hard, at least, to try and tug at heartstrings. But it ever so slightly does. Not only that, we get musicals throughout this special. Yes, musicals in Star Wars, which wouldn't happen again until 1983 in Return of the Jedi. And everyone likes to joke about Disney doing it. No, originals did it first, people. The originals did it first. And are they bad? Are they good? Oh, let's think about that. They are bad. There's one song which literally every line in the lyrics is the word friend. And the idea of putting this in a drinking game. Well, you know what? It might probably kill someone if I added this rule next to all the other rules. It is that bad. Again, about the drug-related stuff, there are some very trippy scenes in this special. Not to mention the child's Wookiee's face that'll give you nightmares for life. There's also Not only that, the crazy formed cookery channel woman. There's also a very tricky board game where gymnasts in pink and green suits come out that look like something, a mixture between the Wiggles and bloody him from the Powerpuff Girls. It's kind of freaky. The acting is very subpar in this, and it's just bad. The infamous Star Wars Holiday Special, don't watch alone. Either have some drink on standby with it, because it's the only thing. It took me 3 days to get through this special, stopping and starting, because I had to kind of sit back and think, who in their right mind would allow a piece of shit like this to be made? Someone must have said something during this. Sorry, in production where it's nearly all Wookiee talking with no subtitles. I've been the Movie Maniac. I'll see you next time. This turned me into an alcoholic.